friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. We're in black and white because we are doing a palette bingo today. I'm very excited about it. I'm gonna be pairing the new Nomad Cosmetics Fairy Tale Europe palette with the Royal Europe palette. I just feel like they would go together so well, and I'm excited to show you what happens. Things happened that surprised me a little bit, so I just gotta say. But we're just gonna have fun. It's a little makeup playtime. It's always just a fun little, I would say, creativity experience. Try it for yourself, it's good. I feel like especially if you're like in a rut with like color combinations, even if it's just with one palette, randomly generate some shades, see what happens. Maybe it'll inspire you. But anyways, let's just hop into some palette bingoing. Okay friends, let's hop into this bingo. As I mentioned in the intro, I wanna pair together the Nomad Fairy Tale Europe with the Royal Europe. I immediately thought these would pair really well together, especially because if you saw my recent 2 looks video with this, I love the shimmers in here so much, but you guys know me, I'm not a neutral girl. Like I do it sometimes, but it's just not my go-to. So I really wanted to pair these really pretty shimmers with more like rich jewel toned, just any colorful shades really. But I feel like the jewel tones that are in the Royal Europe just go so well together. I feel like they're gonna pair so beautifully, and I'm really, really excited about it. So I'm going to pull up a random number generator on my phone, and I'm gonna randomly generate 3 shades from each palette, and we're just gonna play with them together. I just feel like these will pair so beautifully, and I'm very excited about it. And I am gonna cheat a little bit, because the whole point of this is that I want to play with the colors more than anything. I'm only going to focus on the top 12. I'm not going to include the bottom 6 in this video. I know that that's like cheating the palette bingo. The whole point is for it to be completely random. But as Trixie and Katya would say, it's my channel and not yours. This is just for fun. It's a little makeup playtime. I feel like it's going to be more exciting to play with these with the Royal Europe palette, just personally. If you want to do your own bingo, you can do whatever you want. So I have this set 1 to 12 for the 12 shades in the Fairy Tale Europe. So let's get our 3 shades. We got 2, 8, and 4. So we got Fairy Godmother, Wicked Fairy, and Cinderella. Pinky purple vibes. I'm here for it. That's really cute. I'm already so excited because the shimmers in this palette are just so special and sparkly. Let's see what the Royal Europe gives us now. I'm gonna reset it 1 to 15 because there are 15 shades. And yes, there's a chance the palette bingo gods are gonna make a joke and give me this brown, but at least this is a very grungy yellow tone brown. I can work with that. And I could end up just getting 3 more shimmers. We could get 3 multi-chromes and then these 3 shimmers. And that's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, I just reset the thing and I'm resetting it 1 to 15. Let's see what 3 shades we get. We got 10, 11, and 5. Okay, honestly, this is gonna be very cohesive. So we got the 2 like reddish shades. Like that goes with those pinks perfectly. And then we got Imperial Crown, which does give a little bit of extra spiciness. Well, that's pretty darn cohesive. Thanks, palette bingo gods, appreciate it. They really said one note today. They said we want pinky reds, and that's what we're gonna do. Obviously we have the splash of purple and then that like golden orangey sort of multi-chrome. It even has a little bit of green when the light hits it just right. It's really, really pretty. So we're just gonna see what happens. I'm going to gather my thoughts and my brushes, and then we'll get into this bingo. Okay, I feel like the easy way out is to play with a lot of like the pinks and reds on the lid, be more monochromatic with it, and then add the splashes of the other colors here and there, but I don't wanna do that. I wanna be a little more bold. I definitely wanna use those mattes in the outer corner. I think that'll be really pretty. I want to probably smoke out the brighter, darker pink shimmer on the lower lash line, the light pink shimmer in the inner corner. And then I really want the lid to be that really brilliant multi-chrome into the purple, which will then fade into the mattes. I think it's gonna be really fun and really cool. So we're gonna find out together. I'm gonna start by priming with my Kaleidos eye primer. Just going to blend this out. You know the drill, you've been here before. maybe you haven't. If you haven't, hi, how's it going? Welcome. Thanks for stumbling upon this random palette bingo. Happy to have you. So yeah, like I said, I want to start with the 2 mattes in the Royal Europe. So these 2, I'm going to start with the darker one first. Great haul. I'm going to use the Sigma E25 brush, and I'm just going to start by kind of patting it on that outer corner. I feel like I haven't used this palette in a minute, and I'm actually really excited to be diving into it. Just love the jewel tones, love the multi-chromes. It's all very, very nice. Just kind of smoking this about halfway across that lower lash line. And then I want to just sort of connect it out here in the outer corner, just for a, you know, heavy outer corner, I suppose. Just kind of coating and angling that shade. Taking that lighter, pinkier red, I'm gonna use this Alter Ego number 204 brush. I'm actually gonna tap that off quite a bit, so I don't wanna have too much. And I'm just going to very lightly blend at the outside edge. It does really feel like the Palette Bingo gods really just wanted this one matte, right? Like, of all the combinations they could have given us, they gave us the very complimentary gradient mattes. I see what you wanted here. I'll just make sure that's all blending really nice. It looks pretty perfect. I love red and like pink eyeshadow right now. It's like one of my favorite things. Moving on to the lid now, I'm gonna take my NYX Glitter Primer, if I can find it. I found it, it was hiding. I'm gonna start by prepping the lid so that the base can be nice and tacky for the shimmer to pop really nicely and also stay put. I'm gonna use this E57 brush from Sigma. I'm just gonna tap some of that primer around. I do want kind of a structured look with this, so I'm really going to, as you can see, kind of do this like windshield motion, because I want it to be a very structured thing. I don't want it to like necessarily blend out. I want it to blend into these mattes, but I want this front to be very, I keep saying the word structured, that's annoying. Just, you know, solid looking. A little more graphic, if you will. So I'm gonna start with Imperial Crown from that Royal Europe palette. I guess I'm just getting all the Royal Europe shades out of the way. Taking it on that same brush, and I wanna run that. Again, kind of following what I just did. I'm starting by kind of mapping out that shape. And then once I get happy with that, I'll start filling in. And I'm only gonna fill into about here. I'm gonna take it about halfway in. I wanna leave like a section blank for the purple to lay down and to blend into the shades that I already have. It's so pretty. It's gonna be really, really nice with the purple next to it. I think that's gonna be a really fun contrast. Going into the Fairy Tale Europe palette and taking Wicked Fairy, I'm just taking that on my finger, and that I'm gonna press on the kind of center of my lid, fading outward toward those reds that I put down. I do want to overlap a little bit just so I can start forming a bit of a blend. I do have to be a little bit more careful because yellow and purple are opposite on the color wheel. If you blend too much together, you can start to muddy things out and it's not gonna be as like seamless and flowy. I have found when playing with, you know, colors opposite of the color wheel in shimmer form, you can kind of manipulate it a lot more. And the fact that this is a multi-chrome, so there's some other pigments going on in here besides just straight up yellow. I'll be able to get away with it a little bit easier, but I still want to be mindful and careful about it. I'm just going to grab a little bit more of that multi-chrome and I'm just going to kind of tap between both until I like the way they look together. I am liking what is happening, and I think when we add those pops of pink, I think that's just gonna be really cool. It's gonna be kind of a weird look. Like, I feel like this is maybe not the first thing I would have thought of, but that's what's so fun about bingo sometimes. Oh my gosh, all these little reflex are so pretty. I love the way that sparkles. Going in now to Fairy Godmother, that darker pink. I'm gonna use this little Blend Bunny pencil brush. This is a B2. And I want to press this right up against that front pocket of that lower lash line. And I just want to kind of feather this in toward the mattes on that lower lash line. So I'm taking this maybe about halfway across, and I just want it to kind of fade out into that. That bright pink down there is so pretty. I feel like that hit the spot, and I definitely plan on doing a pink eye pencil. It's all going to come together so well. I'm kind of laughing at myself though. I like took a gamble with picking out a shirt. I picked gray, and this is like the warmest look in the world. But that's okay, I like a contrast sometimes. Taking that final shade, the light pink, this is a little Lethal Cosmetics brush. Oh yeah. These pops of pink I think are really, really cute with this. Again, it's kind of a random look, but I dig it, honestly. I'm not mad about this at all. I think that's pretty cool. Threw on my mascara. This is just the Milk Makeup waterproof Kush mascara, and then my eye pencil is this pink one from Lethal. It's Hypnotic. It's kind of like a pink purple multi-chrome, and I feel like it complements what's going on with like that lower lash line and that splash of purple in the middle really, really well. I feel like this eye pencil really kind of sealed the deal and tied it all together. For lips, I was thinking something kind of bold, like Dark Room from Melt, I think would be a really pretty addition with this look, so I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with Cranberry Pencil from Smashbox. I'm just gonna line and lightly fill in to start. Yeah, I'm already liking that. I think that's gonna be nice. And now taking the Dark Room lipstick from Melt, I am just gonna put it on. I don't know why I thought that I was going somewhere with that. I'm just putting on lipstick. There's nothing extraordinary happening right now. Although this is an extraordinary color. I am actually so pleased with this final look. I feel like the palette bingo gods were on our side. I like the way these colors all play together. That golden multi-chrome in the front, I feel like adds that, just that splash of something different, because it was gonna be very just like, you know, pink, purple, red, which I do love. But that just added a little something different. I think it came out really, really nice. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you had fun. I had a great time doing this. I feel like these played together so nicely. I love just the color combo that came out of it. I would love to hear your thoughts as well. If you got these shades, would you have done something similar? Would you have done something totally different? I would love to know. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave some random emojis, emoji bingo style. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN there as well. Also, if you want to, you can hop over to my second channel linked in my description box if you want some additional content. And also in my description box is a link to my channel memberships. There's a couple different tiers with a couple different perks, and I would love to have you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.